Master, a portal has been opened. We now have access to other dimensions.
At last. Lord Venom, begin your preparations. Send your spies to the world above at once.
Yes, Master. Our spies will travel to every corner of the disgusting land.
Make sure they cannot be identified. May the presence will be most effective.
They will not know we are coming.
We must find the one that calls himself Logic and take the weapon. With it, the world will kneel and call me Master.
Today I woke up nice and early and thought it's about time I cleaned up this podzol mess from all the spruce trees we've been chopping. Once it's all gone, we'll have a nice clean area to do some more building. Things were going great until I discovered something terrible. Take a look at this. A fully grown wheat field. This can't be good because we should have Harry, our farmer, in here harvesting all this away. So what's happened to Harry? Is he slacking? Is he still in bed? No, he's a zombie. Look at him. Oh, what was that? Oh, he broke my helmet. Oh no, wonder what that was. Okay, so Harry's broken my helmet, but yeah, we need to cure him. But how did this happen? There's all these walls around here. No zombies can get in here. So how did this happen? Well, check this out. There are a lot of zombies that have been attracted to poor old Harry. It's raining and that's why they're not burning, and Harry is pretty scared looking running around, and one gets pushed off. So I think they were nudging each other on the stairs there. One gets pushed on top of the walls there, and yeah, now it's only a matter of time before poor old Harry is bitten by the zombie. There he goes, and now he's now a zombie as well. So we're gonna have to cure him up and get him back to work. We'll deal with Harry in all good time. He's got an item, so he won't despawn, and also he's blocked in, so he won't go out into the sun. So he's nice and safe and secure. And we're at the back side of our buildings. So that's our starter house over there, and a sugarcane farm over here. And I did a bit of scouting around, and look what I saw over here. Another village, and it's actually pretty close to where we're living. Just a short boat ride away. So let's go over there and see what's what. First up is the blacksmith. Let's see what's in here. No, there's a chest. Nothing interesting. I'll grab a saddle good for the horses, I guess. But yeah, not so interesting. Let's see if there's anything else in here that, yeah, takes our fancy. There's a second blacksmith. Let's check this one out. See if this has got anything better. Not much, but we'll take it. We'll take it at the moment. Beggars can't be choosers. Turns out this village is actually quite small, not that many buildings, but plenty of villagers, which is a good sign. I saw a cat over there and also a golem. And here's the last building we need to go into. This looks like another library and another book. So let's check this out. Dear Logic, we have heard rumours that you may be able to help us. After the ongoing Zorgon attacks at night, our population is dwindling. Please help us grow our numbers again. Oh, okay. In return, we will happily trade our goods with you. If you cure any of our unwell, we will reward you with reduced prices. Thank you. Okay, that sounds good. That sounds like a great idea. I think let's take the book. We'll take that with us, and I think that sounds good. So what we'd like to do today is to get into a villager breeder and also some villager trading. So I've got an idea of what we can do there. Maybe I thought we could set up a little marketplace for these guys, and yeah, we can then trade our goods and try and upgrade some of our items. Now that we're back at home, first thing is first, I think we'll work on the villager breeder first of all, and I've laid out this area right here. I think that would be quite a nice area. I want to make another building, it's kind of similar to this, but I think like a lower one that's lower down, so we get some good variation in height when it comes to the buildings. So yeah, just going to be a super simple breeder for now. There's a tutorial on my channel about how to build one of these. If you want to see it for yourself, there'll be a link in the description, of course. And yeah, just going to build this up. So we need to create all of this as farmland and then plant some crops. I'm going to use potatoes. I don't have any carrots, and I've only got 2 at the moment, so we can use bone meal to get some more of those and spread them around. So I think I'm going to build this up first of all, just get it to a functional state and get the villagers over so we can start breeding, and then we'll turn it into a nice decorative building after that. So there's a breeder's going to be here, and then I think over this area that we've cleaned up, this is where I'm going to create our market stalls. So we're going to have, not going to have like a villager system per se, but just going to have some different market stalls around here with a bunch of different villagers. So we've got some librarians, some farmers, some bits and pieces like that, maybe an armourer, that kind of thing. And yeah, get them over here into a thing that's not going to be super efficient, all of this. But yeah, as the season progresses, as we do more and more building, as we progress more and more into the world, we're going to have much more advanced villager breeders and trading systems, all that kind of stuff that's to come. But because we're early on, just going to get something basic to go, to get us started off so we can finally upgrade some of these tools because I've got some other diamond tools that are almost dead. We definitely need to get mending and of course all the other important enchantments. So let's get cracking with this and yeah, get some villagers breeding. Here is the initial breeder. Not very impressive at the moment, but we're going to spruce this thing up shortly. So if you haven't seen this kind of thing before, we've got an area in there where we're going to have a farmer. And obviously, as I said, he's going to be farming the carrots. We'll get onto that in a second. And there's going to be a second farmer in here where they can share the food between themselves. And then they'll be able to have a baby. There'll be some beds outside. These trapdoors will be open. The babies will walk out here and then float into this water stream. The babies will come all the way along to here and then right to the very end. They'll stay here because they're shorter than a full-size adult. And then once the adult grows up, their head will be inside this water. They'll swim up and they'll be in here, nice and enclosed, nice and safe, ready to go. And then we'll be able to release them to get them into the markets over there. So next thing to do is to, I guess, grow up the potatoes and get the farmers over. Now, actually, I've made a slight tweak over here in our house. So I've now got a way to create bone meal. And this is very simple. So down here, obviously we've got our wheat farm over here, and I've taken out all the seeds from here. And if you place anything in this barrel here, I've got a system underneath that puts it into a composter and then gets our bone meal here. So we've now got our supply of bone meal. So that's pretty good. So I'm going to bone meal up all of those potatoes so they're ready to go, and then go to the village and get our villagers for the breeder. Back over at the village, I've got a couple of villagers in a boat. We've got this guy over here and we've got this one over here. So let's take this one first of all. Then I'm going to break the workstation and he should return to a normal villager. There we go. And if I can get into the boat, we can travel all the way back to our village and get him in place. There's not a direct river, so I think we're going to have to break this boat and then use a workstation to lure this guy over. So I've got a couple of beds in the breeder as well. So when it gets to nighttime, hopefully that'll be enough to get him to come over. Guy. Jeez, come over here. No, come over here. That's the wrong way. No, there's the villager outpost that way. That's the wrong way. This guy's not cooperating in the slightest, so I've got to resort to a boat. Don't know what's going on with him. Okay, it's night time. Let's try a bed instead. If he takes this bed. Come on, guy. Where are you going? There's a bed right here. I had to sleep. Now it's daytime. Managed to get him back into a boat, so we should be able to boat him all the way over now that we got him from the high ground. Yeah, that should have been a lot easier than it was. Okay, here we are. Let's see if he just walks into the farm. Hopefully he will. Yes. Okay, he's the farmer. Good news. Good news. Right, let's just block it off for the time being. And let's go and get the other one. I decided to resort straight to the boat and I got off a little bit earlier, so this should be a bit easier. We got him over and it's becoming night time, so hopefully we can use the fact that we've got our beds in here. Our other villager will get into bed shortly, hopefully. So let's break this. Hopefully he'll claim a bed. Go on, get in there, son. Let's go. Get the blocks ready. And he should... Is it? Yeah, he's in bed. Nice. And let's do that. Right. He is now secure. Awesome. The other guy doesn't seem to be interested in the bed, but that's okay. What I'll do is I'll get my bed out and go to sleep. Now these two are safe and sound. We can come in here. We can break these two beds. We don't need these anymore. And they were just here to lure them in. Let's fix all of this up. And as you can see, we've now got a full field of potatoes. So we should be all good now. Very good indeed. So I should be able to just go through here. There we go. I can fit through here, but they can't because of the trapdoor right here. And just got to get some beds out here and then the breeder will be working. Our farmer has now started working. I've seen him collecting some potatoes. So there he goes. Done some more. So he is collecting the potatoes. Eventually he'll share them with this villager over here and then they'll be able to breed. That's because we've got our beds over here. We need 4 beds. 1 each for the 2 parents and then 2 for 2 babies per day that they will produce, and they'll be able to do that as long as they can think they can get to these beds, which they can at the moment. They think they can walk over these trapdoors, but I've got this little switch here. If I press that, this block comes across and blocks their path, so that will turn off the breeder because they can't get to the beds. So we'll leave that on, but at least we've got an on and off switch for our breeder. So I'm actually going to go and have some lunch, and I'm going to leave this running and see when we come back if we get any babies or anything like that, and then we can build up the rest of this building, make it look nice, and then get our marketplaces set up over here.
My beauties, it is time for you to leave our lair. Now that the dimensions have been linked, you can cross the boundary. My master is impatient. We must not disappoint him. Go forth. Move quickly. Find the one they call logic. It's only a matter of time before the weapon is ours.
Some time has passed and it's safe to say the villager breeder is working. Here we go. We have a whole bunch of villagers ready to go, and I've added a bit of a rail here. I'm not sure if this is actually going to work or not. The villagers might get in the way, but we'll give it a try. And over here, I've created one of our little market stalls. So we're going to actually have 3 villagers for each one. So I've got another space for some more workstations. So just going to have 1 for the time being. Now I'm going to see how easy this is. I want to try and just get the villagers just to walk in. So there's a gap at the back. so they can get access to the workstation. And I've put these dirt blocks in the front. Hopefully that's enough, so they're far enough away so they won't want to go in the front. They'll go round the back. But anyway, let's see if this works. So if I push a minecart in, we picked one up, comes back out. Awesome, because we've got a powered rail just in there. So now if I break this minecart, I'm hoping he walks into, yes, no, not that way. Dude, this way. Go get your workstation. Oh no. Where are you going? That's the wrong way. No. Let me open this up. Does that make it easier? Where are you going? Guy, that's my house. Come back. I managed to get him away from the house and I've blocked off the door. I think he was pathfinding to either my bed or maybe a workstation is inside the house somehow. But yeah, I managed to get him away from there into a boat. So let's try again. Let's see if he walks over to this workstation. Hopefully it's the right time of day. Obviously, time of day is important for villagers. So we might need to wait a few minutes. So let's see if he picks his workstation. Okay, here he goes. And he's in. Yes, okay. Right, I had to replace that workstation. I think maybe there's something wrong with that. But yeah, put the workstation back in again. And now he's gone in. Okay, that's awesome. Right, let's just block him off. Next time he goes in. There we go. Right, let's go around here and let's see what trades he's got. So this dirt probably isn't worth it. But yeah, let's have a look what he's got. Okay, nothing good. I want to go for the book. So I'm going to basically be cycling these workstations until we get the trade we want. Sweeping Edge 3. This is one of the ones that I've got on my list. So I think I need to do that. I need to lock in that trade. So I need to get myself some paper. And luckily we've got our sugarcane farm just over here. So let's lock that in. Okay, let's try and get another one in. So I've moved the rail around a little bit. Oh, I knew this would happen. I didn't ever get stuck. Oh, geez. Let's break this one. Oh, he's out anyway. That's good. Okay, the minecart didn't work out so well. So I'm trying to lure him over with a workstation, which isn't going all that well, I must admit. But okay, is he going around here? Oh, I'd need to open a path for him, I guess. Let's open this up, see if he's smart enough to work out and get in this way. Obviously the other guy's going to walk out, but that's okay. He should go back in again. And in you go, yoink. Yes, okay, we've got two of them. All right, awesome. So let's work out which one's which. So this one we need to recycle. So if we break this one, he should lose his trade. Very good. And place it back again. Okay, let's see what we get with this guy. No good. Let's keep going. Okay, got our first three librarians in place. And you can see there from the signs, we've got Sweeping Edge, Silk Touch and Respiration. And yeah, it's actually a lot easier, I found, if I just curve this rail round, not have the workstation here, but still have the trapdoor, have the rail go underneath the trapdoor, and then just eject the villager inside the market stall. So yeah, managed to get all of those. So there's Respiration 3 we've got Silk Touch, and you've already seen, I think, Sweeping Edge 3. I've also got Riptide 3, which, yeah, as I said, probably won't use that, but yeah, it's okay for now. So I need to build up some more of these. Going to have these kind of around here in a U shape, so I'm going to build more of those up. And obviously we've got more villagers coming in all the time, which is great. And we also need to add a building around this to make it look somewhat presentable. So I think that's what we're going to do next. Yeah, let's get building. As you watch the villager breeder and the market take shape, let's have a chat about a few things. So first of all, if you've been around the channel for a while, you may have noticed that there's a longer than usual gap in between videos. So let's talk about that first of all. So there was a little bit of a gap around the Christmas time, around the holidays. That was all planned because obviously around the Christmas time, it's good to have time with family, time for relaxing and, you know, just some downtime in general. But after that, there was some unplanned time, and that is going to continue. The reason is we've got some not very good things going on IRL, and so that leaves me with a lot less time than usual. And also, when you're making videos, you need to be upbeat and you need to be in the right frame of mind to do that stuff. And some of the things that are going on IRL means that I'm not always in that right frame of mind, unfortunately. So what that means is I'm still going to continue making videos because they are my escape from IRL. Makes me, gives me that bit of break that I need, bit of downtime from reality, if you like. But having the time and the right mindset is not always the right thing. So that means that videos will continue, but there may be bigger gaps in between videos, and they will basically come when they're ready. So I'm not going to put pressure on myself to deliver videos quickly or anything like that. Just going to have some fun, do it when I can, and videos will be out when they come out. So thanks for everyone for the support and the patience. Yeah, so hopefully that's okay. And yeah, let's continue. And now a couple of things about the series itself. So first of all, we talked previously about some rules. So one of the rules is I'm not going to use the nether ceiling as much as possible, hopefully none at all. And so I asked for some suggestions for some other rules. One of the rules that was suggested quite a bit was no TNT duping. We certainly won't be doing any duping of any kind, but TNT might be the exception because, you know, if I want to create a perimeter for some bigger farms later on, then it's going to be tough to not use TNT duping with the fly machine. So at the moment, probably going to keep that, but it's definitely under review and we'll see how it goes. So if you've got any other suggestions for some good rules that we can have, then yeah, get them in the comments below. And lastly, breaking the fourth wall a little bit, I'd like to know what you think about the storyline through the series so far. Obviously there's some unanswered questions so far, but what do you think these characters are up to? There's a few different characters and some to come, and they're going to be up to some mischief. So I'll be interested what you think is going to happen, what you think the storyline is, and yeah, what are these characters up to? So leave your theories down in the comments below. I'll be really interested to read them. Here is the villager breeder all finished up and nicely in keeping with the rest of the buildings that we have in our little village that we're creating here. So not too bad, right? Not too bad. So if we go over here, I've blocked the door off at the moment just because I don't want the villagers here to path onto the beds or anything like that. Just want to make sure they stay vacant. So go over here, we can see our guys. There we go, the two over there, just at the back there. So they are doing their thing over there, so that's great. So as you can see, this is a lower profile building than the ones we've done before. So you should get a good kind of difference, but also in keeping with the rest of the houses around here. So as you can see, I've left the breeder on. We've got plenty of villagers here now. I'm not sure if we've got quite enough yet or not, but I think I'm going to turn it off. And this note block over here, we can just click on this. There we go. Now the breeder is off. So that's that done. So that's really cool. So I think we've probably got enough here for now at least. And this is the kind of setup. So here's all the marketplaces. I didn't want to have them just in a direct straight line, so slightly offset from each other just to make it a bit more interesting. You know how it goes. And then we're going to have our workstations underneath here. So we've got these three here we've already done. So let's see if we can get these ones. And this is the way that I've got the last one in over here that seemed to work quite nicely. Just get the rail in here. It will go underneath and then get the guy over there. So let's see if we can get one. We can. There we go, and push him over here. Should go in place. There he is. Now we can break the minecart. So should we do? Yoink. There we go. Nice. And we'll get the lectern here. And there we go. Yes. What's he got? Efficiency 5. Yes. Efficiency 5. Okay, let's lock that one in. Let's lock that one in. So I know those trays are quite expensive, but one thing I've done with this design, if you like, there we go. Lock those in place. Is that you'll notice that it's possible for baby zombies to get in here. That's kind of on purpose because we want these guys to reduce their trades over time. I'm not going to build a proper zombification system for this time around. This is just to get started with. We'll do that later on in the season when we're a bit more set up for that kind of thing. But yeah, we should be able to get baby zombies in here and yeah, get these guys all converted. And we can, like the villager book said, we'll get super good discounts if we cure them, and we would definitely do that. We need to cure poor old Harry over there still, and while we're at it, we can cure any villagers that end up in here. So I've got all the workstations just here. We've got a mixture of different professions that we're going to set up. So now it's the long job of getting all the villagers in place. And with that, our villager market is now fully staffed. We've got all the villagers in place, all the different workstations and professions. They're working away, getting their goods ready to sell us. Yeah, should be pretty cool. So there we go. There are all the villagers in place. Took a bit of work to get that done. I'll show you some stats in a second. So in fact, let me have a guess. How many times do you think I've recycled these lecterns? I know already. I've already looked, but have a look. Have a guess. See what you think. To get these librarians. So all of these get the top level trade. So here we've got power, for example. Click on this guy. This is a power 5 book. So it's the top level for all of these. So we've got fortune, we've got efficiency. So again, fortune 3, and this guy over here is the efficiency 5. So some of these trades are quite expensive, but hopefully we'll get the conversion going soon. So let's have a look at these. We've got power, fortune, efficiency. We've got sweeping edge, silk touch, respiration, looting, protection, and mending. And feather falling, unbreaking, and sharpness. So they're the most important ones, I think, I've got on my list. Hopefully we might get the other ones like smite. I want to get a smite 5 axe and aqua affinity, that kind of thing. Hopefully we'll get that on the second book trade. Some of these guys have secondary books, so hopefully they'll come from there. We've got these guys over here, which are going to be for generating some emeralds. So we've got Fletchers here, mainly for the stick trade. We'll get some emeralds out of those. and obviously farmers with crops, and these guys over here, we can trade iron with all of these. All 9 of these will trade iron for emeralds, so that'll be useful, but also we'll get obviously gear from here, so armor, weapons and tools from all of these guys. So got this all set up ready, so let's have a look at our stats. How many lecterns do you think I recycled to get those down? So let's have a look at stats. Let's go to items and times mined. Look at that, 748 times. 748. Jeez. So I don't think I broke many other lecterns before this. So yeah, a lot of recycling of workstations to get those trades. The early ones weren't so bad, but the later ones took a very long time. But got there in the end, all pretty good. Now I need to sleep in a second. It's going to get dark, but I've got one thing we need to do, because all of these librarians are here, and yeah, we need to protect them from thunderstorms. So let's get and do that, shall we? Let's check our valuables chest, and we've got some copper in here we'll need. And also I was thinking, we haven't crafted a spyglass yet. I've never used one of those before, so let's get and do that, shall we? So we need a lightning rod to protect our villagers from the lightning, and let's create a spyglass as well. Very good. All right, we'll give that a try in a second. Right, now we need to get onto the roof and place this lightning rod. We're almost there. And there we go. I think this is going to be the right spot. It's not quite in the center, but good enough for now. So I think we're going to place a wall on here, and then we'll place our lightning rod just there. So hopefully that should protect our villagers. I think they should be in range. And I think you can get a good view here. So I think what I'm thinking about doing is having some paths here. So kind of started this off, but I think I'm going to redesign how the paths look, but kind of build some pathways that link all of these buildings together. Also go over there to the portal. Going to decorate that up a little bit as well. And then we're going to spruce up around here as well. Get rid of all this grass here. Turn this into a nice area. Maybe have some kind of something in the center there, maybe a fountain or something in the center here. Be quite cool. And we've still got space all the way around here for some more buildings. Now let's check out this spyglass, shall we? Let's have a look at the there it is. And also with logical zoom, we can zoom in even more. Look at this. Wow, such zoom. So we can zoom and zoom again. Yes. Very cool. All right, that will come in useful, I'm sure. All right, let's hop down here. We've got one more thing. And now it's a case of just trading away as much of this stuff as we can get, and yeah, build up our stockpile of emeralds. Obviously this is tedious work. I know there's a shortcut with the space key, that kind of thing, but yeah, we can do all that kind of thing. And yeah, I think what we're going to need is we're going to need some more goods to trade. We're going to need some other farms, so certainly some crop farms for the farmers there. We can make a tree farm to get more sticks for these guys, and of course an iron farm for these guys over here. That will be coming shortly. But yeah, I'm just going to continue here, trade away as much of this stuff as I can. I've got this paper here that I can trade away with some of these guys. Yeah, try and get as many emeralds as we can and get geared up.
Master, our spies are searching as we speak.
Good. I hope they find the wretched one soon, for your sake.
It is only a matter of time, Master. We will have him for long.
I will look forward to it. My axe hasn't tasted blood in a long time, and is thirsty. Inform me as soon as your spies make contact. This will be all too easy.